Okay, we are all set to begin. Hello, everybody joining into either stream on YouTube or Kick. I welcome you. You are live here with SMK8, aka the Mushroom Rookie. And again, just I forget what I forget what I was gonna say for most of the time, but welcome to Fire Emblem, I guess. That's a great way to start things out. So yeah, I've been waiting in order to. What is with these freaking? Stop that, please. Thank you. All right, I'm just gonna click on here so that way, you know, cutscenes and whatnot doesn't interrupt. Thanks for joining in. So anyways, as I was saying, I have been waiting to get Pikmin out of the way for the YouTube channel first. That way we can already just clear that off the schedule, and we can immediately get started, you know, replaying this. You know, that way you can, you know, experiment more with cross-streaming between YouTube and Kick, because that has been my goal for the longest time getting started. And I figured Fire Emblem was a great way to, you know, expand what, you know, my channel has to offer, what I like to play. Because this is actually one of my favorite RPGs that I started playing on the Switch. I played the Golden Deer route, really loved that, so I decided to come back here, and just to spice things up, we are going to get started playing the Blue Line route almost completely blind. Because both of the Black Eagle routes, I've kind of seen cutscenes for those on YouTube here and there, so it won't be completely blind for those. However, this is going to be a fresh new start to me. However, I do need to address something about that really quickly. First, let me go ahead and turn my light on, just a second. Alright, there we go. Anyways, yeah. As you may notice, if you are watching this on Kick, the title of the stream also iterates that this is going to be a chapter 1 through 3 replay. This is because I actually started playing the Blue Line route a bit as solo streams on Kick. However, I did not get very far. Like, it wasn't very plot heavy going into the Blue Line route, so I figured this wouldn't be much of a problem. It's just, you know, standard tutorial crap and yada 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 yada. So, I gotta adjust my mic a bit. There we go. Alright, so with all clarifications out of the way, we're just gonna get started with a brand new game here. Alright, starting new game plus. New game data carried over. We don't really need to, you know, carry over all that stuff anyway. Like, as I said, I didn't get very far in the Blue Line route starting out, so we're not gonna bother with new game plus. This is gonna be a completely new experience. No thank you. Alright, for beginning and intermediate players, for experienced players, for those who crave a challenge. I can't remember if Maddening was offered at the very start. It was probably added because I beat the game the first time. I don't know about, like, it says it's for experienced players, but this kind of gives me normal mode on Mega Man 11 vibes, and that wasn't a really great dive-in mode for, you know, that game. But it kind of gives me those vibes. I'm kind of intimidated. If I am able to go back, if normal mode just turns out to be a little bit too easy, I don't know. Like, would normal be the easy mode? What would normal be the easy mode? Would it just end up being really boring? I don't know if we can just change the modes back and forth as we play, because I don't want to immediately, you know, go back. Like, if it's too hard, I'm just like, well, I regret my past choices, but I'm gonna have to go with it anyway. I think... screw it, we're gonna go with normal. Why not? We're beginning and intermediate players. Here we go. Casual. Fallen units rise again after battle. Classic. Fallen units are lost forever. Yeah. Sometimes I'm not the greatest when it comes to keeping the characters and stuff, kind of alive for, well, I'm good at keeping them alive for a majority of each battle, but when it comes to the, the harder ones, it's a lot, more difficult to do, and sometimes I can get, just a little sloppy and careless. And I don't want to have to waste a restart every single time I let someone die. So we're just gonna stick casual, just have a good, easy, fun time. Connect to the network and play online? Sure, why not? I mean, I'm already having everything else pretty much connected. But all that said, let's jump right into the story. Yeah.
Do you recall the Red Canyon? You'll die in it! Die! Die! You took everything that I loved! He's gone now, Mother.
So, can we just start off saying that the animation is looking completely clean and pristine? Like, that's just right off the jump, like immediately everything looks really well done.
Oh my. What could have brought you here?
And now, flash forward about 1,000 years or so later. Or, my bad, 10,000.
in here. It is most rude to interrupt a moment of repose. Very rude indeed. Now come to me. I wish to have a look at you.
Alright. I'm going to be playing as the male avatar. Guess that is who I am.
looks of you before. Who are you, anyway?
Alright. So, again, like any RPG, it's just gonna start off by... You're immediately having to start out by saying that everything you choose has an effect on how the other person, you know, connects to you. This isn't just like you can freely just joke around and crap like that, you know, with the first thing. So, I just want to get this first one right. I'm immortal. I'm not gonna...
I see. Then you must have a name of sorts. Go on.
Oh, never mind. Bond points didn't go up or down, so I guess they're allowing us that one as a freebie. Alright then. I'm just gonna get rid of this. Raito. My name is Raito. Japanese for light, because I am the light of beginnings, or whatever. It just sounds cool. Let's go.
Huh. I shall not ever grow accustomed to the sound of human names. You must possess a day of birth as well. Beneath which moon and on what day were you born to this world?
Ah, right. I regret now going back in my album before, because I remember that I set the birthday of my character when I played this the first time, both the Golden Deer and Blue Lion routes, the exact same dates I first got this game, which is going to be the Blue Sea Moon, but I always forget the day. And hello, 5 viewers on Kick. Sorry, that's kind of like the first time, like, technically not the first time, but the first time the view count just went up like that. Wow. Hello everybody. Thank you for joining me here live. Cause now you get to see me bumble around trying to remember the day I first set for our character. I think it was the 27th of the Blue Sea Moon, if I'm remembering right. It's the 27th. So I think we're just gonna pop. Yep, day 27 of the Blue Sea Moon month. This is correct. I am locking it in.
Well, wonders never cease. It seems we share our day of birth. How strange.
Yes, how very strange indeed, Morgana.
It all feels so familiar. I think it may be time for yet another nap.
Oh my god. This is... Yeah, you can already tell. This is freaking Morgana from Persona 5 off the freaking jump, man. Like, I don't know what it's about them putting the VA with all the freaking tired characters, freaking sleepy characters or whatever. But you can immediately tell by the voice and the personality tropes, like this is Morgana. This is straight up Morgana, but whatever.
It is almost time to begin.
Alright. The curtain is set. Let us open to our first act.
Hey, time to wake up. Were you having that dream again?
I was dreaming about a war. And then immediately found myself transported over 1,000 years later, thinking about a young girl in an empty room. But we're just gonna start off with the war.
Massive armies clashing on a vast field, right? There hasn't been a battle like that in over 3 centuries.
I forget this guy's VA. I think... Wait, now remember, this is... Frick. I had it. I had it for the longest time, but... I just want to make sure I get this right. This is Soldier Lord's voice, right? Like, I'm making a lot of Persona references, kind of connecting a lot of connection to Persona 5, but it's the same VAs, right?
In any
But
case,
anyways.
just put that out of your mind for now. The battlefield is no place for idle thoughts. Risking your life is part of the job for mercenaries like us. Letting your mind wander is a sure way to get yourself killed. Okay,
Yes, sir.
time to get moving. Our next job is in the kingdom. I told you before, it's far from here, so we'll need to leave at dawn.
Of course.
Oh, good grief. Everyone is already waiting for us outside.
Alright, that was the first bit of text that actually bumped up bond points, so yeah, we got a few freebies here and there, but
Gerald,
yeah.
sir, sorry to barge in, but your presence is needed.
What's happened?
Please forgive our intrusion. We wouldn't bother you with a situation not dire.
What do a bunch of kids like you want at this hour?
We're being pursued by a group of bandits. I can only hope that you will be so kind as to lend your support.
I see the action is starting early.
Bandits? Here?
It's true. They attacked us while we were at rest in our camp.
We've been separated from our companions and we're outnumbered. They're after our lives, not to mention our gold.
I'm impressed you're staying so calm considering the situation. Wait, that uniform.
Bandits spotted just outside the village. Damn, there are a lot of them.
I guess they followed you all the way here. We can't abandon this village now. Come on, let's move. Hope you're ready.
Alright, we are going to save over the previous prologue. Not that it matters, but yeah. Whoa, holy crap, hold on. Hold on. Yeah, Skirmish at Dawn, prologue, chapter, whatever. Did I just see, like...
Let's take care of those thieves before they overrun the village. Take down the enemies in front first. That should take the wind out of their sails.
Holy crap, I gained like 3 new subs. Thank you guys so much. Alright. Alright, so first thing the game will note is movement. Pretty basic. You have your attack, combat art, blah 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 blah. Same strategic RPG crap. Alright. So, as the main protagonist, I
Stay focused.
declare myself to be up front first. And we're just gonna knock this guy with the standard attack. Iron Sword. Knock him down to 5 HP. Let's do it. Alright, weapon durability. A weapon will break or repeat it. The use of its durability is down to 0. Blah 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 blah. We could continue fighting with a broken weapon, but it'll do that much less damage. And we can repair it mid-battle, not that it matters. Alright, bow attacks, long range, and hit rate is reduced.
Ready and willing.
Let's have this guy move up and attack this guy in the back.
Never underestimate an outsider.
Sweet. Alright, battle menu, da da da. Phrases, meaning after everybody moves,
I will
it'll be the
prevail.
enemy's turn. Alright,
I'll cut through.
Alright, now they wait, and the enemies will come to us. Or not.
We'll advance while protecting ourselves from the enemy. Take up position inside the forest.
That was a waste. Alright, terrain effects. Certain terrain will have its effects on a unit occupying it. Force, for instance, increases a unit's evasion and defense. Move your units to advantageous terrain and prepare to meet the enemy. Alright. It's gonna immediately move over here. You take a stand, let's say right here. You move forward with me. Why not? We could talk a bit while you're just standing there.
It's because of you guys that I'm not dead right now. Thanks for that. I didn't expect to run into mercenaries like you in some remote village. The gods of fortune must be smiling on me.
Alright, now you wait. Meanwhile, Axe Lady, you move forward, hiding in the bushes.
Yes, good. If we're in the forest, we can sustain their attacks without losing the advantage.
Alright, forests are not the only terrain type you will encounter. Keep an eye out for others, such as thickets and heal pads. Heal titles, whatever. See the effects of the terrain by placing your cursor over it. Press the X button on an empty space to toggle terrain information and unit icons. Okay, we're good. All right. And now it is our turn again.
This is a fine opportunity. It's the combat arts I taught you.
Alright. More detailed introduction to combat arts. They are powerful techniques that use more than weapon durability than usual. They do not typically allow for follow-up attacks. Okay? Units learn new combat arts when their weapon skill levels go up. There are no combat arts for reason or fate. Those skills grant magic instead. Okay, so it's just physical and melee. Good to know. You there. Move forward. Actually, you stand right here. And attack with your iron lance. Alright, and now I will attack. Alright. Wrath Strike.
That is
There we go. No combat arts this time. Just shoot him.
Sorry, but victory is mine.
Alright, now you can use... Wait, what? What did I just... There we go. That's better. Combat arts, smash him to bits.
Failure is not an option.
Alright. Now, items.
Damn! Why are there mercenaries in the village? Guess we'll have to deal with them too.
Can I call you Hammerhead? I'm gonna call him Hammerhead. Alright, ally phase time. Geralt actually moves forward. Alright, item drops. An item icon on an enemy indicates that you will get an item that is highlighted green in the unit's details display when you defeat them. Sweet! Sweetness! Alright, I want that, so That guy is mine. I'm gonna hide in the bush for a bit. Rest of you move forward.
You have a strange aura about you. You say you're a mercenary, so show me what you can do.
Alright, wait. You stand right beside me, and we will talk.
Thank you. We are in your debt. It wouldn't do for us to fall in a place like this. Please, lend us your strength. Let's work together to drive out these thieves.
Alright. Wait. And now the enemies will come to us.
Hey! You with the blank stare! Out of my way!
Frick. Fixed it. There we go. That. For a second, I forgot which button the fast forward was. There we go. Alright. Ally phase time.
Attack when an ally is nearby, and the enemy will be intimidated, making them easier to hit.
Alright, linked attacks when you attack an enemy that is also in attack range of one or more of your units, you will trigger a linked attack. During a linked attack, your avoid range, or AVO, and hit rates are higher than normal. Linked attacks contain hidden certain units to also raise their might. Good use of linked attacks is key to defeating powerful enemies, and a great way to farm bond points. Yep, also build support with enemies involved, or units involved. I don't know why I said enemies, but it's whatever. I say that a lot, I apologize. Alright, please move here and attack with your combat arts. Curved shot. Strike at this guy. The one in front is all mine. Sweet. Strike at him.
You never had a chance.
And now, if you wouldn't mind, or actually I'll take care of him, with a wrap strike. Boom. He was easy, and I was the first one to level up. So, an iron axe. Nice. I'm a hero? Why am I here?
Honestly, what are you accomplishing with that little stunt? It's like you're trying to get me killed, you fool.
Get you killed.
Well, it's fine. After all, if you don't know the value of your own life, you're not going to protect it very well, are you? Course not. Well then, I guess it's up to me to guide you from now on, right? You can call me Sothis, but I'm also known as the Beginning.
Yes.
Sothis. Yes, that is it. My name is Sothis.
You telling me you don't even remember your own name?
And I am also called the Beginning. But who once called me that?
What are you talking about, small
I was not
lady?
able to recall my name until just now. And just like that, it came to me. How odd. That look upon your face. Did you think me a child? A mere child who forgot her own name?
Your stature's not helping things.
Phooey! That child just saved your life. And what does that make you?
less than a child?
Correct. You understand.
Yay, bond points.
You threw yourself before an axe to save just one young girl.
I mean, saving one life is better than saving none.
Yet all is well, as I have stalled the flow of time for now. You would have died had I not intervened.
Thank you.
There now. Is gratitude so much to ask? I did deem you worth saving after all. Though it is only momentary, time has stopped. However did I manage that?
So, what now?
When time begins again, the axe will tear into your flesh and you will surely meet your end. How rude of you to drag me into this. Now what to do?
If you're able to stop time completely, maybe we can turn back the hands of time? Is that a possibility?
Of course! I must turn back the hands of time! Yes, I do believe it can be done. You really are quite troublesome. I cannot wind back time too far, but all is well. You are aware of what's to come, which means you can protect yourself this time. Now go! Yes, you who bears the flames within. Drift through the flow of time to find the answers that you seek.
You know, if I was making, this into a recorded playthrough instead of, a live one, that would have been a great line to use. But still, it's a great line regardless. Now watch her replay time and make the exact same mistake. It's like, are you freaking kidding me? You know what? I'm done. Help yourself. Alright. Let's try this again, shall we?
Hey, over here!
Huh?
Hey, did you just...
Yes. I saved the fair young maiden. I am indeed a hero.
The Knights of Seros are here. We'll cut you down for terrorizing our students. Hey, the thieves are running away. Go after them. The students seem to be unharmed. And who's this?
Well, if it isn't Sir Eggstash himself.
Why him?
Yep. Was there ever any doubt? Alright, yeah. Why not?
My thank you so much.
Captain Gerald? It is you! Goodness, it's been ages! Don't you recognize me? It's Alois, your old right-hand man! Well, that's how I always thought of myself anyway. Oh, it must have been 20 years ago that you went missing without a trace. I always knew you were still alive.
20 long years, and this guy, and you never once just forgot about him. Okay.
You haven't changed a bit, Alois, just as loud as ever. And drop that captain nonsense. I'm not your captain anymore. These days, I'm just a wandering mercenary. One who has work to do. Goodbye, old friend.
Right. Goodbye, Captain. Wait, that isn't how this ends. I insist that you return to the monastery with me.
Garreg Mach Monastery. I suppose this was inevitable.
And how about you, kid? Are you the captain's child?
Might as well just... That is correct, sir.
Is that so? Well, physical differences aside, your mannerisms do remind me of the captain. I'd love for you to see the monastery too. You will join me, won't you?
Sure, why not?
What's troubling you, Captain? You aren't about to run off again, are you?
Even I wouldn't dare run from the Knights of Seros.
Knights of Seros? They do seem rather skilled.
Somewhat. They barely did anything. But somewhat. Wait.
Ah, it seems your presence is required. Get going.
Help, there's someone talking in my head.
I appreciate your help back there. Your skill is beyond question. You're clearly an experienced mercenary. And your father, that would be Gerald, the Bladebreaker? Former captain of the Knights of Seros, oft praised as the strongest knight to ever live. Have I missed anything?
Well, I didn't know he was a captain.
How curious. I'd wager the explanation for that is fascinating indeed.
Hey, you are coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel. Oh, I should mention that the three of us are students of the Officers' Academy at Garreg Mach Monastery. We were doing some training exercises when those bandits attacked. I definitely got the worst of it.
That would be because you ran off.
Too true. I was the first to make a strategic retreat.
You and I already becoming good friends. I can already see it. Look, there's nothing to not like about this guy.
Everything would have worked out if these two hadn't followed me and ruined everything. Because of them, every single one of those bandits chased after us. Utterly ridiculous.
Ah, so that's what you were thinking, Claude. And here I thought you were acting as a decoy for the sake of us all.
His intentions were as clear as day. You will prove a lacking ruler if you cannot see the truth behind a person's words.
You will prove a lacking ruler yourself if you look for deceit behind every word and fail to trust those whom you rely on.
Oh, joy. A royal debate between their highnesses. I wonder how being completely predictable affects one's ability to wield power. Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivete.
Me, naive. Tell me, are you actually incapable of keeping quiet, or is your lack of self-awareness a condition of some sort?
In any case, forgive our digression. I must speak with you if you can spare a moment. The way you held your ground against the bandits' leader was captivating. You never lost control of the situation. It showed me I still have much to learn.
Your skill is precisely why I must ask you to consider lending your services to the Empire.
No thanks. I'm not cut out to be any sort of commander of Star Troopers or Stormtroopers or whatever. I'm good.
I might as well tell you now. I am no mere student. I am also the Adrestian Empire's...
Halt, Edelgard. Please allow me to finish my own proposition. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus is in dire need of exceptional individuals like yourself.
When did I send in my resume for either one of those positions? You literally just met me a couple of hours ago, so...
Please, do consider returning to the kingdom with me.
Why?
Whoa there, you two sure are hasty. Trying to recruit someone you just met. Tactless, really. I was personally planning to develop a deep and lasting friendship on our journey back to the monastery before begging for favors.
See what I mean? I like this guy. This is precisely why I chose Golden Deer my first time around. Dude, he is so freaking likable.
But it seems there's no time for niceties in this world. So, capable stranger, let's get right to it. Where does your allegiance lie?
It seems one's place of birth is quite significant to them. Yet they are so impressed by you that you may take your pick. Well?
Well, as I said, in the original timeline, I would have chosen the Alliance. But for this run, I am to go with the Holy Kingdom, the land of noble knights.
Understood. Fargus is a noble and distinguished kingdom that has always valued chivalry.
All right, that's enough with the small talk. It's time to head back to the monastery.
Aye, Captain Eggstash.
Looks like we'll have to pick this up another time.
My, they are in such a hurry. You know, each of the three is most unique.
Alright. First, let's go ahead and scan through these guys, starting with Axe Lady. Edelgard, she is a refined young woman, but I feel as though she is always evaluating me. Claude, his easy smile is striking, but that smile does not reach his eyes. And finally, the humble and noble Dimitri. He seems quite sincere, but I do sense darkness lurking beneath.
Yes, I thought the same. I am so sleepy once again. I may be sleeping, but
Alright, we continue on.
Part 1. White Clouds. Great Tree Moon. 3 houses.
Alright, Chapter 1.
The icy winds of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter, and the verdant fields once again spring to life across Fodlan, heralding the start of a new year. As they celebrate the dawning year, the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree. The continent of Fodlan, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights. To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance. Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fodlan and these 3 mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
Alright. Cutscene
This
time.
will be your first time at the monastery. I'd be happy to show you around.
It really is Fodlan in a nutshell. The good and the bad.
Like it or not, we'll be there soon enough.
Yes, we are finally here. The starting grounds of it all.
There it is. Garreg Mach Monastery.
And this is where our tale will promptly commence.
Rhea's here.
I wonder, did the flow of time bring you here?
It's been years since I've last set eyes on this place. To be forced to see her now,
You've been here before, I take it?
I've never spoken of this to you before, but many years ago, I was a knight here. I reported to the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Ah, the mint maiden we saw at the balcony, or whatever. I keep saying that. Archbishop, you said?
As you know, the majority of folks in Fodlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seros. The leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Thank you for your patience, Gerald. My name is Seteth. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Same sort of, well, more darkened green hair. I wonder if these two share the same origin.
Right. Hello.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Yes. Born many years after I left this place, I wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois. What is your name?
Well, my name is Mr. Raito Eisner.
A fine name indeed. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for saving those students of the Officers' Academy. Gerald, you already know what it is I wish to say, do you not?
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you? I won't say no, but...
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
What's with the sudden rush to be recruited into... It's like they're just nabbing whoever they come across, but it's whatever.
I can't believe it. Forced back into the Knights of Seros. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Looks like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well.
I must work here? With less than minimum wage? As a merc? Hopefully?
Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it.
Me. A teacher, like... an assassin from off the streets. They want me as a teacher. Why?
You heard those brats earlier talking about the Officers' Academy, right? Well, the Academy just happens to be short a professor. And apparently that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Rhea.
So, you must be the new professor. My, how stern and handsome you are.
No. I'm not the one you're looking for. You can handle things from here. Good luck.
Thanks, Dad. I'll see you later.
And watch out for Lady Rhea. I don't know what she's thinking making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
Oh, it's you then? So young.
Hello.
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated, as you well know. I am Hanneman, a Crest Scholar and Professor at the Officers' Academy. I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
Sure, what are your hours?
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you.
Hello. You're a songstress?
Of course. Before I came here, I belonged to a renowned opera company. Perhaps you've heard of me? The Mittelfranc Opera Company is beautiful, peerless.
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuela. Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses. I expect you haven't yet been briefed on the nature of each, have you?
Do you really not know? Fine. I'll do you a favor and explain. The Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin. The Black Eagle House is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next Emperor.
The Blue Lion House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Their house leader this year is Prince Dimitri. He is to be the next king of Fargus.
Lastly, there is the Golden Deer House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
To think that the next Emperor, King, and Sovereign Duke are all here. It certainly is a promising year for the Academy.
I'll say, I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
Oh, believe me, the shenanigans have yet to begin.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the Academy to get your bearings. And when you've a moment, please stop by my research laboratory.
And believe you me, as long as I'm around, shenanigans will commence.
The old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way. I suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids. I'm sure Lady Rhea will have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going. Good luck.
Have you no intention of changing your mind, Rhea? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is...
Yeah, especially a mark you just picked off the street.
I have made my decision, Sedith. I know worrying comes naturally to you, but there is truly no need. That stranger is Gerald's flesh and blood, after all.
I can't say that's all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Gerald character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago?
Also, let me know if my voice appears a little bit too low. I just backed away a bit from the mic so I can get a little bit more comfortable, but, yeah.
I would remind you that Flame is now here with us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary risk.
Sedith, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received a report from Shamir. I am increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious individual. We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward the Church, especially if they are frequenting Garreg Mach.
Yes, that matter is of great importance as well. I shall continue my investigation. Rhea, for now I will have faith that you are placing your trust with the utmost care. I pray that nothing occurs to shake that confidence.
All right. We're all done with that. Great, more long load screens. Yay. All right. All right. I can honestly say each gives a little description on how each one plays a little bit into each other. One focuses on research, the other studies, possibly magic, and the other one gets straight into the battlefield. And why is the mint goddess just smiling at me so sincerely like that? Alright. Mic should be good now, hopefully. Anyways, exploring. Move the right stick, move camera. Buttons, zoom in and out. B and Y to dash. Got it. Alright, ever unsure what to do next? Hints are on the left side of the screen. Do I need to move in closer?
I assume you are already aware that you will be teaching here at the Officers Academy, correct?
Indeed.
To start, please speak with the 3 house leaders. You should also take a look around the academy and acquaint yourself with your new home. That is your first task here at the monastery. Please let me know if you accept it. Once you have finished, come and speak with me.
Alright. View the quest.
May I ask a favor of you?
And we accept. Really, we're just doing a sort of orientation, just speaking with each one, trying to get to know the characters. Alright. Quests. Quests are given to us at the monastery. Those who could give us quest or evolve the quest will have icons by them. Consult the quest menu to see the quest, yada 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 yada. Accepted quests have a red mark. And progress quests have those, and completed quests have the check mark. Okay, we're all good there. And now,
You there?
let's talk with these guys.
Ha! I imagine you were a bit surprised that I recommended you as a professor here. Frankly, we had someone else in mind for the role, but they ran off during our dust-up with the bandits. Can't entrust students to someone who's abandoned them once before, huh?
You saved the lives of the students you came across. That, at least, was admirable. Now, you should make the rounds. Go around the monastery and see that you greet everyone.
Alright. mini-map, the mini-map on the left corner. Yep, we can change the map view by doing this. Alright. Wait. And out. There we go. Whoa. Okay. There is only one person here despite hearing numerous voices around. Why that is, I have no clue.
Okay.
Never mind.
So, you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire. I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Hresburg. I am the princess and heir apparent of the Adrestian Empire. I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagles. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles?
Yes, please. Alright, so first, this is basically just going to be an array of stats, how everybody starts off, and a little bit into the personality. So let's start off with you, Miss Leader.
Me? Well, some think I'm a bit distant. Arrogant, even. But there's little to be done. One day, I must rise to become Adrestia's next emperor. What else? Well, it seems to me that we may have similar personalities.
Really? Alright, well then. She is of noble status. Her highest stat quality is her strength, which is probably why she's able to wield swords, axes, and wear heavy armor with authority. Her weaknesses, however, are wielding bows and magic. Her ability, Imperial Lineage, multiplies experience by 1.2. Alright. Next.
Hubert is the heir of Marquis Vestra. He has served me since I was a child. You may think his blood runs a bit cold, but actually that's rather accurate. Still, if you can get past that, you'll see he's quite astute and reasonable.
Okay, so he is also of noble status. His highest mark on his stats sheet is his magic. His strength being wielding a bow with dark, or I think it's called what's it called in this game? It's called faith and whatever. We'll call it dark for now. And leadership. He's good at all those. However, he does not wield an axe. He does not use faith, and he does not ride on winged equestrians. Equestria, whatever it's called. His ability, Officer Duty, grants might +5 within gambits.
Hubert is the heir of... You may think his blood red.
Okay, we're good. Next.
For some reason, he thinks of me as a bitter rival and is always trying to challenge me. It's terribly irritating. His house is that of Duke Eyre, which produces Adrestia's prime ministers. That family is, perhaps, too pleased with its own status.
Hey there, Queen. How you doing? We are just starting right off with this game, so you haven't really missed much. But well, I guess the only thing you did miss is that I was promoted from being a random mercenary to now being a teacher of practically the equivalent of middle-aged Hogwarts. So, yay me, winning. Okay, so this guy, again, noble, his highest stat being both his strength and his speed, but not as high as the previous two. His strengths being sword, spear, axe, and riding a horse. And so he's gonna be like a paladin sort of type. No weaknesses listed. ability being confidence grants hits and avoidance +5 or +15 when a unit is in full with full HP. Okay. Alright. Moving on.
He's remarkably intelligent, but he only wishes to apply himself to tasks that particularly interest him, and nothing else. He's also fond of, well, napping.
Not that there's anything wrong with only applying yourself to your interests. Hell, that's what I do most of the time. But anyways... Oh, that's great. Great news. Hope you do eventually feel better. But anyways, back to talking about this guy. Alright. Yeah. So, are all these guys just gonna be a... This is gonna be a house of nobles. I forgot that part. This is gonna be a house of nobles. But anyways, highest stat being his magic. His strengths being able to wield both types of magic. His weaknesses, however, involve anything physical, so he's not going to be the warrior type, more so the mage. His ability Catnap. If a unit takes no action except wait, they recover up to 10% of max HP.
If he had any work ethic or sense of duty to speak of, I suppose he would be destined to become an official of the Empire.
Alright. Backing out.
He's the second son of Count Burgleys. He has no inheritance in his future, which is perhaps why he's always so eager to prove himself. He's overly energetic and rushes headfirst into any battle. If he ends up in your care, be sure to keep a close eye on him.
Ah. So he's basically like an over-eager runt ready to, you know, take charge. I can get behind that. His highest stat being his strength. His strengths with swords and fisticuffs. So he's gonna be the brawler of this group, with his weaknesses being anything that involves standing in the back lines. Along with leadership, he doesn't seem like the leader. I guess he doesn't associate himself with the sort of leader type. Ability born fighter. Adjacent foes suffer avoidance -10 during combat. Alright then. And now we get to the 3 bottom ladies of the group.
She's Count Varley's only daughter. I suppose you could say she's a bit eccentric, but she seems like a gentle soul. I believe she's shut herself away in her quarters and doesn't care to leave, but don't worry, I'll make sure she finds her way to class.
She's essentially the hermit cinema role of the group. Alright. Highest stats being strength. Weakness, strength, blah blah blah. His highest stat, her highest stat being her strength, with her ability to be able to wield a spear and a bow, long-ranged weapons. Weaknesses being anything that gets her too close to the enemy, anything that gets her up and personal. Percussion complex grants attack +5 when unit is not in full HP. Got it. Got it. Okay. Next up.
Few commoners have joined the Black Eagle House, but Dorothea is an exception. She's a songstress from a famous opera company in the Empire. I'm not entirely sure what brought her to the Officers' Academy.
Alright. Well, her highest stats being magic, up to 11. Her strengths involve using dark magic and a sword. However, her weaknesses being faith and being able to ride on any, like, whether it be a horse or winged equestria or whatever. Her ability Songstress. Adjacent allies recover up to 10% of max HP at the start of each turn. Well, she seems pretty handy to keep around if we went this route. And finally, last but not least,
To the west of Fodlan is an archipelago called Brigid. Petra is the granddaughter of their king. Brigid is a vassal state of the Empire, which is how she came to be enrolled here. She's incredibly smart and studious.
okay. Her highest stat being her speed. Her strengths involve swords, axes, bows, riding, and winged horse. Weaknesses: using any type of magic. So she is essentially the warrior type. I can see that. Hunter's Boon grants crit plus 20 when foe's HP is less than 50%. Alright. Oh, that is essentially all we need to know about your guys. Hey!
Greetings. You must be the new professor. What a pleasure. As for me, my job is to stand here at this glorious entrance and leisurely watch over the comings and goings of everyone. Make folks smile, you know? And by that, I mean to vigilantly guard this entrance with my very life. No levity whatsoever. As of now, nothing to report.
I'm gonna let you guys know right now, the community is very much in liking with the gatekeeper. He's kind of like, I don't know how to describe it, full of life. He's kind of casual. He's a casual guy, they like him. Alright, with all that said, we go out this way. And we are formally walking into the Officers Academy courtyard. Alright. Now we can speak with this guy over here.
Well, well, scored a teaching gig here, did you? Talk about a great first impression. I guess that means I'd better introduce myself properly. I'm Claude von Regan. I'm from the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that madness. I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two. Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer House yet? Care to know more about anyone?
Sure, let's run down the list. First, starting with you.
Piqued your interest, have I? As luck would have it, I'm pretty curious about you as well. But what's life without a bit of mystery? Let's just spend the next year or so learning about each other little by little.
Have I already mentioned how much I really like this guy? Like, he is so casually cool. Seems more down to earth than the other two nobles. But in any case. Oh yeah, this game, like I've already said it during the opening cutscene, but the animation and graphics of all of it is just completely on point. It is well drawn to heck. Like I get the feeling like if you're a major fan of Fire Emblem, like even newcomers like myself were already enthralled with completing this game no matter which route you picked. So this is going to be a real fun time. Anyways, back to describing things. He is a noble, of course. Strongest stat being his strength. He's good at wielding a sword, a bow, taking up leadership, and riding a winged horse or equestria. Like, I don't know what category to call it, but we're just gonna call it. I'm just gonna call it a winged horse or a Pegasus or whatever. All right, weaknesses. He does not wield a spear. He does not do magic. His ability, Leicester lineage. I guess we'll just say that. Multiplies experience by 1.2, same as the other leader. All right. going down the list.
He's the heir of Gloucester territory. If you haven't already picked up on it, he's a bit arrogant and fancies himself a ladies' man.
Ah, I see. He's that kind of noble.
That said, deep down he's really devoted and honest. Though I wouldn't mind never hearing him talk about his noble obligations ever again.
I see. So he's practically model noble over here. High stat. Again, his strength. He wields a spear, can do dark magic, and can ride a horse. So he's basically like a dark. He can basically be like a dark paladin. His weaknesses: he does not engage in fisticuffs. Again, Distinguished House is his ability. Unit deals 2 extra damage while in formation with a battalion. Alright.
He comes from a merchant family, but his parents died in an accident. Seems like he's had a rough life. Despite all that, he's just about the most cheerful guy you'll ever meet. His passions are training, eating, and... actually, that's about it.
Alright then. I can pretty much get the gist of, this guy. He's basically gonna be one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. Well, he just said that, but yeah, you can totally get that feel. Okay, so obviously his high stat is gonna be his strength. He can wield an axe, deals in fists, and wears heavy armor, of course. However, he does not do any long-ranged attacks with magic or bows, and he cannot steer himself on a horse. Goodie Basket is his ability, chance of recovering up to 10% of max HP at the start of each turn. Trigger percentage will equal his luck stat. Alright.
He's the second son of a merchant family. Since his brother will inherit the business, he's training to become a knight. If you ask me, it doesn't seem like he truly wants to be a knight. He's probably just doing it to please his parents.
I see. Alright, well, I would imagine his highest stats... Oh, alright. 3 high stats here. Strength, speed, luck. His strengths are wielding a sword, bow, and taking on a leadership role. I see him more as a tactics sort of guy, which is probably gonna be like he's gonna lead his separate squadron with some sort of tactic or whatever. His weaknesses: he does not steer Pegasus. Watchful Eye grants a hit plus 20. Got it? Moving on.
Lysithea is the daughter of Count Ordelia, and is probably the youngest student here.
I see.
But watch out, she gets angry if you treat her like a child. As for me, I do it on purpose. You have to make your own fun in this place, you know?
Okay. Little Miss Magician over here, her magic stats is about as high as any other noble. Her strengths are wielding all sorts of magic and taking on the authoritative position. However, her weaknesses is wielding any sort of melee weapon or armory. Mastermind. Double skill experience earned in battle.
Lysith, but watch out.
Okay. Next.
Marianne is Margrave Edmund's daughter, and that's pretty much all I know about her. She doesn't interact much with other students, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of folks here have never even heard her speak.
Okay. Well then, her highest stats is about the same as the previous gal. Or, her magic stat being the highest is about as much as the previous gal, as I was trying to say. My bad. Alright, her strengths are wielding a sword, lights, magic. And she's able to ride a horse or a Pegasus or any kind of equestria. Weaknesses is engaging in fists and wearing armor. Animal Friend is her ability. Kind of par for the course. Units recovers up to 20% of the max HP at the start of each turn when adjacent to a cavalry or flying ally.
Marianne, she doesn't interact.
Okay. Next one.
Hilda is the only daughter of Duke Goneril. It seems her father and brother coddle her quite a bit.
Ah, I see.
If you look up lazy in the dictionary, her picture won't be there because she never got around to submitting it. Not too unusual for a noble, I guess.
Alright. So her highest stat will be her strength, as she likes to wield both a sword and an axe. Yet for some reason does not like the battlefield. Her weaknesses being magic and the authoritative role. Alright, Advocate. Adjacent male allies will deal 3 extra damage during combat. Okay, take that one as you will. And finally,
Leone enrolled because she wants to be a mercenary. I think she said that her father is a hunter. She's pretty blunt and as stingy as they come. A habitual saver, too. I think she's hoping to repay her village for helping to send her here.
Alright then. Her high stat being strength and speed. She can wield a spear, wield a bow, and ride a horse. However, she does not state any weaknesses. Alright. Her ability is Rivalry. If a male ally is adjacent, this unit will deal 2 extra damage and take 2 less damage during combats. Alright. I'm liking the orange. I'm really liking the orange. Alright, and that's everybody from this house. Meaning, there is one more we need to talk to.
Hello.
The current house of our run here. Mr.
Please accept
Dimitri.
my apologies for the other day. You came to our aid, yet I hadn't even the courtesy to properly introduce myself. I am Dimitri Alexandra Blathid, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Of course, at the Academy, I am simply a student. And I've heard word that you are to become a professor here. Delightful news. I still have much to learn, but I'm confident I could benefit greatly from your guidance. In any case, welcome to the monastery. I hear you're investigating the different houses here. Did any of the Blue Lions catch your attention?
Yes. Let's run him down. Alright, let's start off with you.
Me? Oh, please forgive me. It's difficult to open up on the spot, don't you think? I'm afraid my story has not been a pleasant one. I do hope that doesn't color your view of me, but I understand if that can't be helped.
No worries, no worries. Anyways, your high stat is going to be your strength, which is going to be 1 more than any of the other nobles' stats, which at their highest is at about 11. Just something to note. Your strengths are wielding a sword, a spear, and taking on the authoritative role. A true Knight King to your core. However, you do not wield an axe, you do not do magic. Your ability or your lineage multiplies your experience by 1.2 as all the others. Going down the list here.
Dedu was born in Dusker, and has been loyally working in my service for the past 4 years. He's rather taciturn, but once you get to know him, you'll see he's a kind and good-natured young man.
I see. Alright, he is of the commoner category, surprisingly. His stats, his highest stat, being about as much as his... I want to say Dimitri is his right-hand man. I'd say he's the right-hand man, but he is about the same strength stat. His strengths, he can wield an axe, instead of a sword. He also wields a spear, and he also engages in fists and heavy armor. However, he does not use magic, ride a horse, or ride a Pegasus. His ability Staunch Shield allows him to take no action. If he takes no action except wait, it grants defense +4 for 1 turn. Alright. Good to know. Next.
Felix is the heir to House Fraldarius. He has a bit of a sharp tongue, but don't let that fool you. Deep down, he's a good guy.
So he's kind of like the edgelord rival here. He's going to be our Shadow the Hedgehog.
He gravitates toward people who are skilled. Perhaps you would enjoy a friendly competition with him sometime.
Oh, I got this guy down to a book. Trust me, we are gonna be such good friends here. Alright, highest stat. 2 points less than the previous 2. He is his strength. He is a noble. He wields a sword, wields a bow, and can use his fists. However, he does not like to use dark magic or take up the leadership role. Makes kind of sense. Yeah, even his defining ability, Lone Wolf, kind of just states it right then and there. Unit deals 5 extra damage when no battalion is assigned or when battalion endurance is 0. So we're not going to assign a battalion to him later on. Next.
He's the adoptive son of Lord Lonato of Castle Gaspar, but I hear he was born a commoner. He has an extremely earnest personality, so I'm certain he will approach your lectures with great enthusiasm.
Alright. His highest stat is his speed. He wields both an axe and a bow, but he does not use magic. So Ash here is going to be our designated speed archer. His ability Lockpick allows unit to open doors and chests without the use of keys. That's gonna come in, like, that's gonna be handy.
He's the adoptive. He has an
Alright. Next, we'll talk about this guy.
Sylvain is the heir to House Gautier. He is a capable person who highly values his friends. That said, well, he's always been a bit of a skirt chaser, so to speak. Pardon my bluntness. I speak with him about it often, but it doesn't seem to help.
Alright. He's a noble. His high stat is his strength. He can wield a spear, wield an axe, and he rides a horse. He does not, however, use a bow. We're gonna be hard-pressed to find someone that can actually use a bow on our team, I can already feel. However, his ability, Philanderer. If a female ally is adjacent, the unit will deal 2 extra damage and take 2 less damage. So, the complete reverse to Leone. Okay then. Next, Miss Mercedes
She was born
Benz.
to imperial nobility, but a twist of fate brought her to the kingdom. She may seem carefree on the surface, but she's actually a kind soul who pays careful attention to everyone around her.
Okay. She is of the commoner status. Her highest stat being her magic. Strengths. She wields both types of magic actually, so you are going to be our doting mage, Miss Mercedes-Benz. You are our designated mage. However, you do not use any sort of weapon. I kind of want to change that, actually. I do not see bow listed as a weakness, so we might just want to get you a bow to use as well, in case we ever do need it. Live to serve, your defining ability. When healing an ally with white magic, the unit will recover the same amount of HP. Alright.
Annette is Baron Dominic's niece. She is a talented student who scored extremely high marks at the Royal School of Sorcery.
It seems to me we might have another mage on our hands.
She's cheerful and hardworking. Brilliant, really. Though she can be a bit oblivious at times. I hear she caused an explosion in the kitchen last night.
Oh yeah, like learning the character stats at the beginning, like especially if you've already ran through the game once, it can be pretty helpful knowledge to know. It's good to it's a lot of fun, it's a lot to know, and you can actually build a better team knowing their stats as well, so it's a good time all around. Anyways, when we're talking about her, she's of the nobility. Her highest stats is going to be magic, again. Her strengths include using an axe, using dark magic, and taking on the authoritative role. However, she cannot use a bow and cannot wear heavy armor. The heavy armor thing makes so much sense when you look at her small stature. She is young, she looks very young and adorable and kind of similar here and there. Anyways, Perseverance is her ability. Use Rally to grant strength +4 to an ally. Alright. And our final character we will be learning about tonight.
Ingrid is Count Galatia's daughter. She is also a childhood friend of Felix, Sylvain, and myself. She is diligent, industrious, and principled. In truth, she is more knightly than most knights you will ever meet.
So she's the sturdiest type. Or, I guess the studious type, if we're going off of that. Of course, she would be a noble. Her highest stats... Wow, she's on par with a bunch of her stats. Her strength, her speed, her resistance, her chance. She's kind of a jack of all trades in that regard. Her strengths, as opposed to having no weaknesses, she can wield a sword, a spear, ride a horse, and a Pegasus. Yeah, she is gonna be an excellent knight in battle. Miss Lady Knight. Her ability will grant her might, or +3 might, and +5 hits when within a gambit. Words please come out of my mouth properly. Anyways,
she is diligent.
All right, and we're all done here.
Your effort.
Quest complete. We got an iron sword from that. I suppose I should return to Rhea, but I want to continue exploring because just learning about the characters from their leaders is not enough. Because now we can get into the meat of each individual character by walking around their homerooms. Starting with the Golden Deer. Let's have a chat with the purple-haired guy, purple-haired mister over here.
Ah, you must be the renowned mercenary who rescued Claude. Honestly, you should not have troubled yourself over the likes of him.
I take it that both of you are familiar with each other then?
My name is Lawrence Hellman Gloucester. You will want to remember it.
Definitely a definitely a noble of nobles right here. Anyways, moving on. Hello.
Are you someone's guest? The dining hall's that way, if that's what you're looking for.
No, Raphael. That's Captain Gerald's kid. Hi, I'm Leonie Pinelli, Captain Gerald's first and greatest apprentice. I'm sure he's told you about me.
Nope.
Nice to meet you. I'm Raphael Kirsten. Who are you again?
Next, I suppose we will talk with you two.
So you're the skilled mercenary who saved Claude, are you?
Oh, you are? It's such an honor to meet you. Ignatz Victor. My parents are Alliance merchants.
And I am Lysithia von Ordelia. Please do not forget it.
Alright. And finally, there are these two lovely ladies over here.
Hey, are you that mercenary? Everyone's been talking about you. I'm Hilda Valentine Goneril, and her name is...
Marianne von Edmund.
Miss Haru Okumura is also in this game for those wanting to know. Same VA. It's not too hard to distinguish. Those who know immediately recognize her.
Are you joining the Knights of Saros or something? Well, I look forward to seeing more of you.
Alright. And that's everybody from the Golden Deer. Moving on to the next room over.
Okay.
Actually, let's do this right. Let's talk with every other house before introducing ourselves properly to those who will be our brothers and sisters in arms. So let's just speak with the competition, soon to be recruited allies first.
What? I don't talk to strangers.
Bernadetta, this is no stranger. Our house leader owes this person a great debt. Is that not right? I am Ferdinand von Eyre, legitimate son of the Eyre family, the Empire's foremost house. Are you going to join our class? I look forward to getting better acquainted with you.
Of course, of course. Alright, next we have Miss Commoner Songstress. How are you doing this lovely day?
Well, aren't you just lovely? Is this your first time in the monastery? Shall I show you around? Oh, my name is Dorothea. Before I joined the academy, I was a member of an opera company in the Empire. You should hear me sing sometime.
Alright. Next, these two. Come on, there we go. There we go.
Is it true that you saved Edelgard? That's incredible. The name's Caspar, by the way. Pleased to meet you.
Linhard, goodbye.
Wow, okay.
Yeesh, Linhard. How'd you get into the academy with those manners? So, are you a student here too? Maybe we'll be in the same class.
Alright, moving on. These two.
I am Hubert, a humble servant of Lady Edelgard.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I formally introduce you to the well-known VA for multiple games, Mr. Robbie Damon, I believe. I can never fully confidently get his last name right, but he does voice a lot of people, and I don't know if his voice fits with this character, however, he is famous for it.
I heard you came to the aid of Her Highness. You have my most sincere thanks. This is Petra. She has come all the way from Brigid to study in the Empire. Back on her archipelago, she is actually a princess. In Fodlan terms, she would be called heir to the throne.
Oh, and also, he also has a voice in Persona 5. This is Akechi.
Hello, I am called Petra. I am pleased to be meeting with... I am pleased to have met you.
Alright then. I think that's everybody.
Oh. Hey.
So now we can go back to
Okay.
our new residents in this place, at least for this timeline or so.
Hey.
The Blue Lion classroom. And who do we meet first?
Hey there. Are you the mercenary who saved His Highness? It's an honor to meet you. I'm Sylvain Jose Gautier. Feel free to say hi whenever you like.
Thanks.
Alright, moving on.
Hi there. You must be the one everyone's talking about. I'm Ash. Great to meet you. This here is Dedu. He serves Prince Dimitri.
Alright, new nickname confirmed. He's now DDD. This man right here will not be called Dedu by me. He will formally be called DDD.
I have heard that you rescued His Highness. Words cannot express my gratitude. Should you ever require my strength, please know that I will hasten to repay this debt.
Both tall and strong as oak. I can respect a man like that. Expect a man to battle side by side with me.
Yes.
Anyways, hello.
And who's this? You don't look familiar at all. Do you work here at the monastery?
Oh, Mercy! Do you think this is that mercenary people have been talking about?
Now that I think about it, that does sound like something Dimitri may have said. I suppose you'll be enrolling at the Officers' Academy too, then? Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Mercedes, and this is my best friend.
I'm Annette. It's nice to meet you.
Alright. And finally, we have these two.
I have heard all about what you did from Prince Dimitri. As a citizen of Fargus, I thank you.
He also said you're quite skilled, and he doesn't just say things like that. I look forward to sparring with you and beating you.
Better watch what you say there so you don't eventually just end up with those words thrown back at your mouth.
Felix, must you always speak of fighting right away?
Why not? I like this kid. I feel like I'm gonna have a lot of fun with him, and you for that matter. I hear you are sort of a lady knight of knights. Look forward to being on the battle and fighting alongside the battlefield with the both of you.
Oh, and, you may call me Ingrid. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Alright, well, that is everybody. So I suppose we shall now return to the audience chamber.
How are you enjoying your time at the Academy thus far? I hope you have found our halls brimming with the vitality of well-intentioned souls.
I suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our 3 houses of students.
Right. It is time to finally choose our path to walk.
I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task. But it is as the Archbishop desires.
The black eagles, the blue lions, and the golden deer. All so different. I hope you've made it a point to get to know each of them.
Since you are new here, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge of the remaining 2 houses.
Which house to choose? Alright, and a quick summary of each, starting with the Black Eagle House hosting residents of the Adrestian Empire, a house for students from the Adrestian Empire. I don't know why I said it so weird. Many are nobility and most of them use magic. Leicester Alliance, a house for students from the Leicester Alliance. Golden Deer House, a house of students from Leicester Alliance. As per regional tradition, many are skilled archers. Finally, the Blue Lion House, a house for students of the Kingdom of Fargus. Most value chivalry and excel at military arts. These guys, more than the other 2, like to get down and dirty on the battlefield. And this will be the house we are picking. So let's go ahead and click that button.
So you have chosen the Blue Lions led by Dimitri, correct?
Yes. And let it be known that the other 2 houses will hear our mighty roar as soon as the semester starts, or by semester's end, I should say.
Your heart has made its choice then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sincerity.
And take notice around the borders of this cutscene here. You notice how there are blue vertical stripes on the bottom and on the up and bottom of the screen. Yeah, those will be there for the remainder of your run. Like, they just slowly fade in as soon as you pick a house, which is kind of a cool detail. They can be blue, they can be red, they can be yellow, but that kind of depends on which house you pick.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of Fodlan's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to lead them.
Brother? Oh, I am so sincerely sorry. I did not mean to interrupt.
Hello, young mint girl.
I'm in the middle of something, Flame. Is it urgent?
No, it's nothing. More importantly, who is this?
This is our newest professor at the Academy.
Oh my! A new addition to the Officers' Academy! I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor. I am Seteth's little sister, Flame. I am so happy to make your acquaintance.
Let us focus on the topic at hand. There is something you should be aware of. In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the three houses, intended to gauge the current progress of the students.
So essentially this is the entrance exam.
We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint the Archbishop. That is all.
Or, I guess this would be the, what exactly are the, like, the very first mock exams that you would usually take at the beginning of the school year? You know, just to kind of assess where everybody's skill level's at. I think it's called, like, an assessment exam or assessment test. I think that's what it is. This is essentially that. But don't worry, I'll get these guys in tip-top shape before you even know it.
Wait, does this mean our new professor is... No, I really can't believe it! But I was speaking to you so casually, as though we were companions.
Hey, I'm completely fine with that. As far as you know, we are companions.
Oh, I am so sorry, Professor. You just look the same age as the rest of us, and... Oh, and I'm sorry I just said that too. I really must watch my tongue.
Jeez. Conscious little girl, isn't she? I don't mind it. Yeah, as you just said, you don't have to worry about it. I don't mind if you treat me as a friend.
You say that, but I just don't know about all of this.
I mean, we're all gonna be brothers and sisters in arms as the school year continues, so hey, why not start treating each other as such?
I'll admit, it doesn't sit well with me either. After all, we wish to show you due respect.
Sure, but if the professor says it's okay, shouldn't that be enough? That is, if your highness can consent to such a thing. After all, we're already speaking this way to our future king, so we may as well relax our speech with our professor too, right?
Redhead here has a point.
Well, we're not in the kingdom, so it only goes to follow that we should all speak companionably. I concede. If the professor says it's fine, we ought to accept that kindness gratefully.
As for me, I'm not sure I can manage.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to force yourself if it's too difficult. You're fine with that too, right, Professor?
Indeed.
Having heard of your skills, I'm eager to meet you in battle.
Same here. I hear you are quite the valiant lone swordsman.
Come to the training ground later. There, you will show me what you're capable of.
Gladly.
You aren't wasting any time, are you, Felix? As it were, count me in for any such battle.
Pardon me, but I would also love to observe you in battle for future reference, if that's okay with you.
Ash, I won't have you speak of merely watching. You should join us as well.
If you get injured, simply say the word and I'll patch you up straight away.
Your Highness, do take care not to go overboard.
You worry too much to do. I'll be fine, I promise.
Listen to your man, DDD. Or your boss, I should say. You are his right-hand man, so...
My companions. Is there not something inherently wrong with crossing blades as a way to bond with each other?
Yeah, and... what exactly are you supposed to be then?
Huh. I never thought of it that way. Well, if that's how you feel, I suppose you'll just stay behind while the rest of us are at the training ground?
Ingrid, my dearest friend. You really are too harsh on me.
Well then, Professor, what do you think? As you can see, the Blue Lion House is a lively bunch, but you'll find none who work harder.
Yep. Yep, I can already see myself getting acquainted with these guys. You aren't exactly sort of a well-diverse, close-knit family as the Golden Deer House is, but a lot of you will make fine swordsmen and women. Soldiers, warriors, archers. We'll make a fine tactical team.
I'm certain we'll cause our fair share of trouble, but I'm very much looking forward to the year ahead.
As am I. Alright. More loading screens. However, this game doesn't really take too long with it. I get the feeling this is not gonna be freaking Pikmin 4 all over again. Hopefully. Alright. 2 new places to explore in the monastery. Yay. And we received 1,000 gold from the church. Basically our monthly allowance.
Say, while you're here, I'd like to use this device I designed to determine whether the power of a crest resides within you. Won't hurt a bit. Promise.
Sure.
You don't know about crests? Well, allow me to tell you everything, absolutely everything about them. Is your calendar clear? This will take a while. Crests are a fascinating topic, but before one can dive deeply into said topic, one must first understand what crests are. They are power incarnate. They are said to have been bestowed upon humans by the goddess countless ages ago. They exist within the flesh and are passed down through bloodlines. Those who carry crests may excel at magic, display exceptional strength, or any number of boons. Each crest has its own power, the nature of which is beyond mortal understanding. For now.
And you believe I have one of these crests you speak of?
I suspect as much, yes. But we won't know for sure unless I look into the matter. As I said, crests are passed down through the blood. However, just because someone carries a crest does not necessarily mean their descendants will inherit it as well. Only a scarce few descendants of a crest's bloodline end up inheriting that crest's power. Perhaps one of your ancestors bore a crest, and you just happen to inherit it. That is how a crest usually presents itself, after all.
Well, do what you can to find out, I guess.
Yes, of course. I'll get to the bottom of it straight away. Now then, please go ahead and hold out your arm over this device here. What is this?
Bunch of squiggly lines.
A pattern I've never seen before. Is it possible an as yet undiscovered crest has been detected? To think there are still crests out there that even I am unaware of. How thrilling! Pardon my unrestrained jubilation. I have much to consider. You may leave now. I have more research to do in regard to this crest. yes, so very much more research. But for now, your work here is done.
Huh. Well, that didn't take very long, did it?
What could this line here be indicating? Perhaps it represents a lack of symmetry. Or perhaps... What in the world? Oh, I see. It may be connected to that, but to a greater degree than usual.
Yeah, we're just gonna leave. Okay. Day 27.
Each moon, professors of the Officers' Academy receive a schedule for the month ahead. It notes the days on which events and missions will take place that month. Pay careful attention to your schedule, so that you may thoughtfully plan what you intend to do each month, and when.
Alright. Monastery's schedule features different events on different days. Each week, you will have one day off, when you may choose an activity from the list. Your only option at first will be Explore. Select the calendar with the directional buttons to view the schedule. Alright, well, let's just explore for a bit then. Yep. Alright, this is my room. I thought I heard a girl's voice, but I must have been imagining things. No worries. Speak with the house leader, but first, let's pick up our DLC stuff. Let's go ahead and take this out, along with this stuff. Won't need to worry about it for a while, but it's cool we have it. Anyways. Hello, Mr. Green-haired man.
These are the students' quarters. To better help you supervise them, you also have a room here. Your room is here at the end. Commoner students also reside on the first floor, while the second is primarily for students of noble birth. As a rule, we try to avoid discrimination based on social status here, but the nobility can be quite insistent when it comes to matters of propriety.
I see.
Speaking of, it would be best for you to avoid improper conduct. I expect you to set a good example for the students.
Alright. With that said, let's go ahead and start moving around the place.
Yes.
I want to talk to you guys first.
I trust you're eager to face the Black Eagles in battle. Enjoy the thrill of anticipation while it lasts. Soon you'll wish you had chosen to lead our house instead.
We'll just see about that.
If you continue to insist on distracting me, I will have no choice but to get rid of you. Joking, of course.
Of course. Of course. Anyways.
Listen to this.
Yeah, we can also talk to everybody who's even outside our party. And sometimes they'll give us options to increase our bond points with them. Preemptively before we even, you know, recruit them to our side, but in any case.
Wow, Yuritsa sure seems strong. I kind of thought he was going to be the new professor assigned to our class. After that teacher ran away during our outdoor training, I figured Yuritsa was a natural replacement.
Yeah, it's like I said, this is sort of middle-aged Hogwarts.
I was surprised when you were suddenly appointed professor instead. I don't think I could hold my own against Yuritsa in battle. I could probably take you, though.
Not a chance.
You really think so? With enough training, I'm sure I'll beat you someday.
You can try. But in any case, let's go ahead and start moving down the map over to our house leader and his right-hand man. Hello, Dimitri. Hello, DDD.
I hear there will be a mock battle soon. We must not neglect our training. I trust that you will carefully study the strengths and weaknesses of each of your students, that you may provide effective guidance. Regardless of the results, this battle will be a great learning experience. Even so, what is the point of competition if the aim isn't to win? As this is your first time at the monastery, please allow me to show you the ropes.
Alright then. Few guides to pick. Let's start with facilities.
Most students and teachers of the Officers Academy are free to use the facilities within the monastery. For example, you can dine with others at the dining hall, or partake in one-on-one combat at the training grounds. I encourage you to wander around the monastery and lend an ear to the people living here.
Next, bulletin boards and quests.
There are bulletin boards in various places around the monastery. Have you seen them, Professor? There you can find requests from various sources, as well as information about the market. If you fulfill these requests, you should eventually be able to use even more of the facilities here. The bulletin board gets updated frequently. You would do well to check it once a month.
See. And activity points.
This probably goes without saying, but no matter which facility you use, it will take up a considerable amount of your time. It's helpful to plan out activities in advance, so that you don't mistakenly squander your time here.
I see. You can explore the monastery as much as you like, but certain activities will only be available while you have activity points. When you are done exploring, press the L button to end your free time and proceed to the next week. And finally, our professor level.
Professors at the Officers Academy are expected to have exceptional leadership skills. Students and teachers alike must devote themselves to their studies and strive to acquire great wisdom even outside their respective fields.
Alright, our professor level determines your maximum activity points. Raise it by reading books, taking part in activities, and interacting with students. Alright.
His Highness has said that he trusts you, and I have no cause for doubt. But if you mistreat him in any way, I will take action.
Of course. What is your quest, good sir?
I have a request.
Grow plants in the greenhouse. Take, deduce seeds, and ask the greenhouse keeper how to grow and harvest crops. Alright then.
Oh.
Hello there.
Hey, Teach. I hear there's gonna be a mock battle between the houses. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit concerned about facing an elite mercenary like you. Maybe take it easy on us. What do you say?
Ha! Yeah, you're a funny man. You're a funny, funny man.
Oh, Professor! Have you adjusted to life at the Academy yet? Me, I'm still not used to it. I'm not one for all this studying and training.
You say that, but your strength is wielding an axe.
That's so.
Anyways. The dormitories. Alright. Hey there, rival girl. How are you doing today?
I'm Captain Gerald's first and best apprentice. I can beat anyone, Professor. Even you if I have to. It may have been only for a short time, but I learned from the absolute best.
Alright. Can I talk to you?
I was just heading back to my room. Bye!
Wait a second, I just wanted to... well, she left. Can I talk to you, please?
I don't like to come out unless I really have to. Hope you're okay with that, Professor.
Well, you're not my student yet, so... that's fine, I guess. Whatever. Sylvain, you're one of our party.
Hey, Professor. If you got spare time, wanna join me for a trip into town? We could try to pick up beautiful girls. Or not. I'm kidding. Don't look at me like that.
Oh wow, Raito has like a deadpan serious look on his face when he said that. Anyways, few quests.
Professor, I've got a small favor to ask.
Share a meal in the dining hall. You can even treat someone to their favorite meal. Alright, I'll do just that. Greenhouse and fishing pond.
The Great Tree Moon is the best time of the year for naps. I could just forget all about my assignment.
That's not a good idea. I can say this for points, but I feel like it's the right thing to say this, but I want to say this for points. Alright, so I'm saying this. I'm only giving this response for points. Anyways, moving on. Hello, Ash.
Oh,
Ashy
did
boy.
you come to look at the plants too? The greenhouse here is really incredible. There are so many rare flowers I'd never seen back home, and herbs I never even knew existed.
You seem well informed on the subject.
My adoptive father is the real expert. He taught me everything I know about herbs, including how to tell them apart and how to make medicines.
Huh. Well, you must be incredibly skillful.
You should try looking around the greenhouse sometime if the mood strikes you. Maybe something will catch your eye.
Maybe. For now, I want to talk to the greenhouse keeper here. Let's start off with some gardening. By gardening, you can harvest all kinds of crops. Flowers, for instance, make great gifts. Some people might even decorate their rooms with flowers to give them. Use the plant command to decide which seeds to use. More seeds mean a bigger harvest, while more compatible seeds will lead to a higher quality. Use the cultivate command to pay the greenhouse keeper to look after your crop. The more you spend, the better the harvest will be. Your crop will be ready 1 week after you plant the seeds. Use the harvest command to gather what you have grown. Alright then. Let's go ahead and plant the seeds DDD gave to us. Cultivate them. We don't have that much to spend. Let's just infuse with magic. Alright.
My thanks.
So we got stuff. Can we plant the seeds he gave us? Nope. Guess we can't. Oh well. Yeah, even the water graphics. Look at this.
Goddess, I pray to thee. Please protect us.
Alright then.
Unbelievable.
Might as well just... Nope, don't have business here yet. Unfortunately, we can't just wander into the marketplace down there, but... if we were to enter through here, find our way into the dining hall. Alright. We see a lot of bright faces and people. Let's talk to you, because you have a quest.
Hello there, Professor. Well, I call you that, but I am afraid I am not a student here myself.
That's a shame.
Should the opportunity arise, I would love to become a student and begin my studies in earnest. The monastery is kind enough to provide a sanctuary for my brother and I. He's the only family I have.
What's your
Might
quest?
you help me with a favor?
Alright, catch a fish for the ceremony and bring it to Flane. And head to the fishing pond with the bait she gave you. Speak to the fish keeper to try out fishing. Got it. Ah, sweet. Well, as always, I wish you the best of luck with sales and whatnot. As always, you might... I don't know what I'm trying to say, but as always, you know, I hope you have a blast, because I know you will. Guess that's what I was trying to say, but anyways, fishing! Alright, to begin fishing, first select your bait. Wait until you see a silhouette of the fish you want to catch, and press the A button to hook it. Don't wait too long though, or the fish will escape with the bait. Press the A button when the circle overlaps to reduce the stamina of the hooked fish. Once the stamina is completed, you will have successfully caught the fish. If your line breaks, the fish will escape. The durability of the fishing line increases with professor level. Repeated excellent timing will create combos that reduces the fish's stamina quickly. If you land excellent timing at all opportunities, you will net a more valuable fish than usual. Sweetness. Let's go ahead and try this out. Perfect. We have a Crassius. Small fish is common in all regions of Fodlan. It is somehow connected to Saint Setline. Okay. Can I please fish some more? Fishing is not big. Dang it. Dang it. Whatever.
You have helped me so much.
Okay. Alright, let's
Yes.
Hello there,
I'm
Phoenix.
busy. Do you want
Felix?
something?
I was hoping to spar with you in a bit after taking part in such a great meal.
I can't right now, but let's fight soon. I look forward to beating you.
Alright. Let's go ahead and talk to first. You,
I
big
really
guy.
need to eat. I can't hold out until the next meal. Why can't the dining hall stay open all the time? I need to keep eating if I want to get stronger.
Alright. Now we can talk to the dining staff. Let's see what today's special is. We can improve our bond with Mercedes and Annette all in one go. It is sagut and cream. A baked profession coated with Noah fruit cream. And current reduction, often enjoyed as a dessert at family gatherings. Alright. Why not? Let's go ahead and do that.
Today's dish was so good. Oh, but not as good as your homemade sweets, Mercy.
You're too kind. Maybe I'll bake some for you next time, Professor.
Alright, our bonds have increased and the motivation is at max. Yay! Our professor level went up from E to E+. More activity points for exploration, yay! And we will receive more monthly funds.
Nice. I knew I could count on you.
Okay.
Yes.
We unfortunately did run out of points for today, but that doesn't mean we should stop talking to people.
Here at the monastery,
In general.
I have had many great learnings from many great people. I am hopeful to have learnings from you, too. As forever, I will do my best trying.
Alright. Can we go out the other way?
Greetings.
Yes, we can. Is there people to talk to around here? Not here. However, there is the amiibo gazebo. With any amiibo we, we register on the controller, we should obtain gifts. So that's what that's for. But for now, we should leave, move on up into the reception hall, and speak with Annette.
Hello, Professor. I have a teeny tiny question for you, if that's all right.
Fire away.
You haven't seen a man with hair the same color as mine, a scowling face, and a generally gloomy demeanor, have you?
Can't say I have, but are you looking for someone?
Well, yes. It's a bit difficult to explain. Please just let me know if you do see him, okay?
A relative around the monastery? I'll definitely keep an eye out. Anyways, we will continue walking this way and talk and speak with the young magician.
Hi, Professor. Have you gotten around to visiting the library yet? It's absolutely loaded with valuable information. I only wish I wasn't burdened with the necessity of sleep, so I could spend all my hours there.
You like reading?
In a manner, yes. But it's more that I want to learn as much as I possibly can.
I see. Well, moving on to more places around here. Ferdinand, what do you have to say?
Do you know the provenance of our class name? The eagle. That refers to the twin-headed eagle on the Adrestian Empire's coat of arms. And black is the traditional color of the Empire's armor. Hence, black eagles.
Okay. I'm sure the eagle having two heads also has some kind of significance, but that's okay.
Before I came to the Officers Academy, I attended a school of magic in the Kingdom Capital. That's where I met Annie. That's what I call Annette. Oh, I guess Lawrence was at the School of Magic too. But Annie was always just so nice to me, even though I was older. She's my best friend in the world.
Anyways, Miss Lady Knight, do you have something to speak
The
of?
Blue Lion House derived its name from the honorary title of the first king of Fargus. Lug, the king of lions, wore brilliantly blue garments. His chivalric exploits are recorded in multiple legends. The library holds various historical accounts regarding him and the Blue Lions. If you find time, you should read them. They're filled with insights.
Miss Songstress, may I have a word with you now?
Yes, it's true that I'm the only commoner in the Black Eagle House. I knew that before the first day of class. Those people are simply exhausting.
Hi, this is the Golden Deer House. You're in charge of a different house, right?
Yes.
Too bad we won't see more of each other. I'm happy to learn from you if the opportunity comes up.
Alright, next.
Our house is that of the Golden Deer. Do you know the significance of that name, Professor? Golden deer are sacred creatures, said to have protected Leicester since time immemorial. All three of the houses have a meaning behind their name. You should feel free to ask around if that sort of knowledge interests you.
Alright. So, in short, this house is named after its country's guardian protector. Our house is named after a legendary king, and Black Eagles are named after, I guess, their flag, I guess? Nah. I don't really... I mean, hey, to each their own. And we come full circle. Up there appears to be... people to speak with over here.
Okay. I'm not too keen on the professor of my class. I really hope to focus more on strategy. Maybe I should talk to my professor about transferring to a different class.
Yeah, that's an important tidbit to know because it also relates to how we recruit new people over to our side. We can simply ask them if they're interested to transfer over to our class.
What?
But in any case...
I care nothing of friendship. If you have no business here, leave.
Okay, Mr. Gloomy Theater Teacher. Moving on.
Professor!
Let's walk on up to the second floor and talk to more people before we end the day.
Hey, you.
Miss Mint Maiden.
Do bear in mind that even as you are appraising your students, they are appraising you as well. I hope that you will do your best to form lasting bonds with your flock. Oh, and I look forward to witnessing your prowess in the mock battle.
Alright. There's no one to speak with over there, so... Come on. Can I not walk this way? Hey, Dad.
Church has changed a lot since my time. Sedith, Hanneman, Manuela, Yuritsa, and many of the knights. None of them were around 20 years ago.
This office is empty.
I think.
Soda Egg Stash, what might you have to say?
Has hardly changed since 20 years ago. I've aged at least 3 times as much as he has.
Camera. There we go.
Why am I talking about this? Oh, right. It was because I just overheard Tomas remarking on the subject. The leader of a legendary group of knights returned. People are bound to be talking about the old captain.
Sure, buddy. Maybe you should keep that fanboy stuff to yourself.
Apparently, there is to be a mock battle between the houses. Interesting, but I hope you understand that I have far more important things on my mind. My research is proceeding slower than I would like. Your crest is something of a challenge. Frustrating, yet also quite intriguing. I was wondering if I might get a sample of your flesh. A couple square inches would do. No? Perhaps some blood? A couple of drops on the device are all I need.
Can we do that? Like, will the game allow us to do that? I guess a blood sample wouldn't hurt.
Oh, thank you, Professor. Those few drops of blood are invaluable to my research. Oh, so much more to learn.
Anyways. think we can finally talk to the final person we need to.
A mock battle? This early? Wow, Professor. They're not giving you any time to settle in, are they? Don't worry, though. Should you get injured, I will care for you all through your recuperation. I will see to you, oh so very, very personally.
Whew, boy. The nurse wants to perform a thorough examination on us. Oh. We can say we need an adult, but she'll just end up saying she is the adult. Ooh. Ooh. And of course, our bond with her automatically just up. Alright. I think that's everybody. I think that's everybody. Is that everybody?
Oh, thank you, Professor. Those few...
Alright. Oh, that's that.
Well...
Is there someone else? Somewhere else we should go? Oh, wait. Wait.
Huh? Really?
In here, the library. Ah, you must be the old bookkeeper.
Professor, I hear you are lacking in knowledge of the Church of Seros. The library contains countless documents about the teaching and the history of the Church. I encourage you to make good use of them.
Alright. We shall check the bookshelves for stuff.
Hey there.
Guess. Not really knowing if they provide any value to us right now. But we do have someone to talk to, do we not?
Say no.
Weird. Oh, was that him? I guess so. Anyways.
Well, huh?
I think...
Can we head down to the first floor now? Alright, with all that said, I think we can finally end today, so... Yep, let's go ahead and finish exploring. We've ended today's free time, so yeah, let us proceed. Alright, it is Ferdinand's birthday. We can spend a little gold, increase our bond with him.
Much appreciated.
We give everybody flowers on their birthday, it appears so. Of course, I already knew that, but yeah. Alright, now it is finally time to get into this month's mission, and I think we should probably call it there for tonight. Mission 1, Rivalry of the Houses. Formerly a promising young mercenary, you are now the newest professor of the prestigious Officers Academy. Students and facility alike look on with curiosity as you engage in a mock battle between the school's 3 houses. Alright. Let's dive into it. Alright, here we go.
Ah, it's finally time for the mock battle. I'm eager to put my skills to use. And you, Professor?
I am indeed looking forward to this.
Excellent. I have high expectations for your command. That said, I've no doubt it will take everything we've got to pull a victory. Our opponents are mighty, that much is certain. But I'm positive we can win.
Yeah, this game pretty much gives you all the free time in the world to, you know, just do whatever you want. It's pretty open-minded, pretty liberating to allow you to pick your own schedule day by day. But I suppose that's how every RPG goes nowadays, so.
Hey there, did we miss our invite to this strategy meeting? Oh, no worries, we'll just join in now.
Sure, anyone's free to join.
Nice try, Claude. But I do not intend to let slip our strategies. Especially when we are up against such strong opponents as you two.
Well now, kind words from His Kingliness. If that's the case, we'd better come up with some clever schemes so as not to disappoint. Right, Princess?
Right. No matter the tactics you devise, we will destroy you. The best you can hope for is to learn a thing or two.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Miss Eagle Lady has some bites. See how that goes.
There's nothing wrong with a friendly rivalry, but let's not get carried away. A rash attitude could be your undoing after all.
Indeed.
Perhaps your time would be better spent preparing instead of worrying about the competition's mindset.
Hey now, if you two were getting this fired up before the battle even starts, it'll make it that much easier for my class to sweep up a win. So please, carry on.
A good point, Claude. I apologize, that wasn't my intention. At any rate, let's vow to make this a productive battle, shall we?
Hear, hear. But just to set the record straight, I do not intend to lose. I've already gone through this once before.
Oh? In that case, I won't hold back.
Oh, how precious. Looks like you and the students have become fast friends.
While I am pleased that you are taking the initiative to acquaint yourself with the students, I'm afraid it's about time for the faculty strategy meeting.
Ah, how time flies. In that case, I'll see you later.
I look forward to assessing your abilities. I hope you don't disappoint. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I am grateful.
Alright, now we are finally getting into some action to end things off here. A few things. First off, magic. Magic can provide a new means of attack and defense to a unit that has the skill and is of an appropriate class. You must equip attack magic in place of a weapon. But you can use assist magic regardless of your other equipment. All magic has limited uses, but these will replenish at the end of a battle. The magic your units gain access to is determined by their skills. Study Reason to learn black or dark magic, and develop Faith to learn white magic. Alright. Battle preparations. Choose your unit's option to determine whom to send to battle. Press the A button to toggle a unit. Units highlighted in green cannot be excluded. So, in other words, they're story oriented to side quests and whatnot, and we cannot take them out because they are important. Alright. Choose inventory option to sort items, equip abilities or combat arts, assign battalions, and change your unit's classes. Choose the map option to see the area and the placement of your units. Once your preparations are complete, select Fight to begin battle. Alright. Let's go ahead and pick people out. We have to keep Raito and Dimitri in battle. DDD, Ash, and Mercedes are gonna be our backup. Of which I think Yeah, we'll do just fine with these guys. Alright, inventory. Items. What do we have? Details. I guess we might as well just use these, I guess. Permanently increases HP by 7. If she is going to be the healer of the group, I'd much rather keep her alive. Guess we'll take that. Increases strength by 3. Increases speed by 3. Increases movement by 2. Actually, since this is a mock battle, I'd much rather see what these guys can properly do. We're going to store this, actually, and just rely on our base stats for now. Alright, abilities, combat arts. Rapid strike, tempest lance, curved shot, smash. Nobody else has anything except for Ingrid and Sylvain. Abilities. Alright, units. Nope. Map. There we go. Nope, these two have to stay in place here. Meanwhile, well, I guess everybody's in a comfortable position right now. So, the nurse is going to lead the Black Eagles while the Crest Scholar is leading Golden Deer. Alright then. Don't have anything else to worry about right now, so let's go ahead and fight. Oh, actually, saving would be the smart thing to do. So let's go ahead and do that. And now we fight.
It is about time for the battle to begin. Our victory depends on your leadership. Do not let us down.
Alright, here we go.
I'm sure you already understand, but the house that defeats the other two is declared the winner. Incidentally, I'll be overseeing this mock battle, so listen well if you want to win.
Alright.
Stay focused.
Gerald is going to be our battle navigator. So I'm just going to take a stance right here and wait. Meanwhile, I guess, firstly I'm gonna have you stand here.
I'll cut through.
We're going to divide and we're going with the divide and conquer strategy. So, Dimitri, you wait here.
What should I do?
DDD, you stand right behind him.
I'll give it my all.
Ash, you will take the middle for right now, but I'll probably have you and Mercy switch after this round is over. Alright, enemy turn now.
None of your shallow tactics are required, Claude. Ignatz and I will dismantle the opposition.
Me? But I'm not ready.
Are you making light of our new professor? If you drop your guard, you're gonna get hurt.
Dorothea, will you head toward the front lines? I wish to draw the enemy toward us.
You got it, 80. Leave it to me.
Ferdinand, Hubert, if the enemy comes, stop them.
Leave it to us. Although I could do this on my own.
Lead. It's. Okay.
Clearly not. Or Her Highness would not ask me to watch your back.
Alright.
It's over.
Ooh, critical hit. Sweet.
I've lost? Oh, unthinkable.
Wow. Your first strike into battle and you've already got your... You're already out of here.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
And I got myself up to level 3. Alright. Ash, take a stance. Wait, actually, no. Dimitri, you go ahead and take a swing at her with your combat art. Nice. Sweet. DDD, you go up behind him, swing your axe. Go with the follow-up attack.
My. The new professor seems very capable.
Had to be done.
Nice. Right. Ash, you take up the front. Oh, wait. Can't do that. Guess you'll stand right here and attack with your iron bow. Go with the curved shot. Nice. That's the advantage of taking on the hedge. Meanwhile, I'll just swing my iron sword at him, finishing him off.
I've lost. The new professor is quite a commander.
Haven't done. So the black magic and paladins are presumably the best to keep around. Good to know.
As expected.
Alright. Well then I guess I might as well just have Annie on the team a bit more often then. Or not a bit more often, I don't have her with us right now, but often because she can use black magic. Anyways, Annie, or sorry, Mercy. Commander C, you stand right here and basically you take up center position. Dimitri, you and DDD will take up the north position. Me and Ash will take on the west.
Well done, Teach. I may have to take this seriously after all. Let's use the forest to set up an ambush. I'm counting on your support, everyone.
If they're waiting in the forest, we do well to take a detour.
Okay then.
I'm at my limit.
Mercy, heal him up, please.
Thanks.
And DDD will take up the front. And wait on the enemy.
Are you really gonna fight two houses at once? An impressive display of confidence.
Victory is in sight, Black Eagles. Do not let up.
Oh, there's more to the text. Nature the always save up items and healing weapons. Of course, of course. Ooh, that was a heavy blow. Alright. This should be simple. Let's go ahead and attack this fence with... I have 2 iron swords. Don't know why. But... might as well use this to increase our attack and strike down the fence. Alright, Ash. Follow up behind me. Well, I guess you don't really need to attack, do you? Just, wait there. Meanwhile, Mercy, you might as well put that training bow you have to good use. Getting a little bit of experience. Dimitri, follow it behind her. And take down Mr. Robbie Damon.
The new professor is rather strong. I suppose I'll have to call it a day.
I must stay focused.
Sweet. Leveling up.
Slow and steady.
Proceed with caution.
Alright, hit him with the smash.
You're in the way.
Oh, and it's a crit and he is down.
I am the son of House Ire. How did I fail? I must need to train harder.
Luck wasn't with you.
Sweetness.
I'm counting on you.
Alright, enemy face now. Oh, ooh. That was close. Yeah, Mercy, we're gonna need to put some defense on you. Meanwhile, Dimitri, please strike at her. Actually, you take
Not
the
so
first hit.
sure about this.
Yeah, just knock a little bit off of her HP. Go. And Dimitri, you can finish her off, hopefully. Alright, no, actually, I guess, Smash will do fine. Hopefully it's not a crit. Alright. Oh. Close. But DDD is now level 2.
Not good enough.
Now Dimitri can finish him off. Perfect end to a triple attack.
Dimitri, it's time. We can finally settle the question of who's stronger.
Very well. I accept your challenge. With you as my opponent, I won't hold anything back.
Get him, Dimitri!
I would expect no less.
Get her! Nice!
I must keep aiming higher.
Look at all those stats
Forced
increases.
to retreat. Well, things will only get tougher from here on out.
Alright, hopefully all of you will be fine. You're kind of just sitting ducks at the moment. But, for now, Ash, move forward. Attack with Iron Bow. Oh, no, you can't. Frick. Guess I'm just gonna have to wait. Ah, frick, no, I can't move up. Dang it. No worries. Attack, Iron Lance, hit the fence. That somehow also leveled me up. So, yeah. I'll take a stance over here. Where, he is. Meanwhile,
I can still serve.
You hide out in the bushes while... Mercy, please. Actually... Actually, you might as well just, Yeah, they're gonna be coming after you particularly, so just use an item. Dimitri will follow up. And we will wait there. Ash, you hit her. Finish her off. There we go.
Ouch! Was that really necessary?
Nice. If you can't take the hits, stay out of the battlefield. Dodge! Oh, man.
I failed. Apologies, Your Highness. I could not fulfill my duty.
Well, guess you can't preserve everybody. Still, this is gonna be rough. Swing with the sword. Alright, rat strike. And Dimitri will finish her off with an Iron Lance. Or finish him off with an Iron Lance.
My goodness. The leadership of someone with actual battle experience is, well, I was as good as useless.
Over already.
Alright. Intermediate seal.
Hey, you didn't compliment me like that when my class won last year.
Let's see, I would have you backpedal for a bit. And heal yourself, I suppose. Or, if you can, maybe just heal me up. No, that doesn't work. Combat arts. Strike him down just a little bit. Hopefully that'll work. Meanwhile, nope, won't work. Well, he'll just come after Ash, so you can use this opportunity to heal yourself. Ash, please be careful. Ooh. Alright, I'll finish him off.
Coming up with brilliant schemes I can handle, no problem. But I'm not much for fighting. Go easy on me.
You wish.
You know that was a joke, right? Jeez, not so much as a smile.
Sorry, it's a personal issue I have.
I must have let my guard down. I guess that's a loss for the Golden Deer House.
Alright, now, with that being said, Mercy, heal.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Dimitri, you will take front lines and wait.
Move carefully.
Ash, you will heal. And we'll all gang up on her at once.
I'll give it my all.
I guess we can't strike her, so attack with the iron lance. Yeah, Ash, you finish her off. You deserve it. There we go.
Well done. I nearly wound up a patient in my own infirmary. That was tough.
Indeed it was. I could definitely see a lot of you are gonna need increases when it comes to your HP counts. That's gonna be something we need to work on.
All right, that's that. The winner of this mock battle is the Blue Lion House.
This victory is the result of everyone's hard work. Thank you, my friends. You did well.
Game clear. MVP goes to me. Alright, everybody's motivation has increased. Sweet. Alright, guess we will save this. I guess we'll save right here. Why not?
Thank you so much.
Professor, I've been looking for you. I was hoping we could all share a meal together. It could serve as both a victory celebration and a post-battle analysis. What do you think?
Sounds good to me. I think that whole battle kind of took a bit of energy out of me, so I can definitely agree to having a bite. A victory celebration?
Of course. After all, we fought hard out there. Such exertion is bound to make anyone hungry for respite. Don't you agree?
Come now, Professor. We can't very well celebrate without the key to our victory present.
He's right. He really is. We were only able to win because we had your help, Professor.
Well, if you're the one flattering me, guess I don't have to toot my own horn, so yeah, I'm in.
Yes. Compared with that boar who knows nothing save frontal attacks, your tactics were nearly decent.
Felix, you really ought to stop picking fights with His Highness.
He has the skills to back him. He has the skills to back him up, so I feel like he can take strides if he wants to.
Don't worry, Ingrid. I encourage all to speak freely. And I must agree that the professor's tactics were truly extraordinary. I have much to learn.
Oh, sure. But today was exhausting. I'm so hungry I can barely stand.
To be honest, so am I. Let's head to the dining hall. Together.
Professor, I'm sorry to intrude, but you don't look too happy for someone who just won.
I don't smile very often. I mean, it's more so I'm happy on the inside rather than showing it on the outside. Oh, I'll definitely say you're mistaken about that.
You say that, but your eyes tell a different story.
Is that so?
I know we only just met, so this may be difficult for you, but I'd love nothing more than to share our happiness with you. Joy can be so fleeting, after all. We're all in this together, so I hope you will consent. I'm sure the rest of the class feels the very same. Well, come along, Professor. Let's enjoy the fruits of our labor.
Indeed, my good man, indeed we shall.
Your work with the students was remarkable. I can see Geralt trained you well. I do hope you were able to use the occasion to bond with the students.
I did.
I'm so happy to hear it. Nothing would please me more than if you used this coming year to grow closer still.
Of course, the mock battle was mere practice. The real fight is the battle of the Eagle and Lion, which will take place during the Wyvern Moon.
You are expected to properly train your students so as not to humiliate the Academy during the long-held tradition that is the coming battle.
As for today, I have called you here to tell you of your mission for the month ahead. Your class is to dispose of some bandits causing trouble nearby.
First mission of the game. I guess it's only fitting that we're dealing with some level 1 bandits.
Those affiliated with Garreg Mach Monastery have a moral obligation to help those in need, regardless of social standing. Students are no exception. Each month before the newly birthed moon departs, each house of students must complete their assigned mission.
Alright.
You shall work to complete the task at hand alongside your students and report back to the Archbishop before the deadline. Understood?
Understood, sir.
I will soon provide you with the necessary details for your first mission. If I told you now, I expect you would only forget, and I despise repeating myself.
Smart.
I can sense something special within your heart. I have high hopes for you.
Bandits, they say. Do you recall when we first met? You shall not fall so shamelessly again, correct?
Relax. I've taken up plenty of notes and grinded my skills for a bit since then. But why are you just suddenly living in my house rent-free?
Have you no words for me? Do not tell me that you are shocked to hear from me.
I have not heard from you in a while, so sorry if your voice is suddenly startling me.
You ought to know that I am always with you now. To hear my voice should not come as a shock.
But how would you know this? Why are you just suddenly accustomed to this? Like, do you know me? Should I know you? Whatever. Questions for another time.
What is this nonsense? All I was told was to kill as many noble pipsqueaks as possible. No one said anything about the Knights of Damned Seros being on our trail.
You have proven yourself worthless, distracted by something so trivial. I had hoped you would achieve your goal despite the setback. But now a child of the Knight's former captain is in play. How interesting.
Oh.
Hey, this isn't what I agreed to!
Hiring a mercenary as a professor. What was that woman thinking?
Are you listening to me? How do we finish this?
You die.
What?
Underestimating the Knights was an amateur mistake. One you will pay for. The road to eternal torment awaits you all.
I think we found ourselves a new mini-boss villain, guys, or for now, the main villain in this story.
Now I must locate your replacements.
Or maybe the underboss kind of seems like an evil lieutenant or something like that. But in any case,
Wait! Get back here! Damn you!
Yeah, this guy's bad. You bad news. All right. We shall save here. Chapter 2.
Part 1. White clouds. Heartstring moon. Familiar scenery. In honor of the saints whose births or deaths took place under this moon, the people perform music once beloved by those divine beings. Whether by harp, by flute, or voice alone, joyous melodies are shared between farmers as they sow their seeds across the vast plains of Tailteen and Gronder.
Alright. New month, new places to explore. And we've gained 2,000 gold. But first...
As you have already been notified, your mission is to subdue some bandits. Our students have been learning about combat through study, but this is a precious opportunity to provide them with practical experience. The Knights will support your mission, and are prepared to offer their assistance if necessary.
Oh, so these guys will get the first taste of actual battle. I like that.
In short, this is no mock battle. You must be prepared for anything. You will receive a message from the Knights when it is time to depart. Until then, use your time wisely.
Translation: utilize all your free time up until the end of the month.
This will be our first true battle. I'm looking forward to fighting alongside you, Professor.
As am I.
During the mock battle, your commands were thoughtful and thorough, as was your strategy. With you on our side, I'm confident we will prevail.
You say that, but I did kind of let your right-hand man take the fall. Just watch your back out there.
It seems we have some time to spare before our departure. Let's use this opportunity to prepare as best we can.
Alright.
You seem well. Are you adjusting to life at the monastery?
I think so.
Oh, I didn't expect that answer. When we were mercenaries, I handled everything. Outside of battle, you didn't have much contact with people, did you? I thought being thrown into a swarm of noble brats to teach would be a bit much for you. But I guess I had nothing to worry about. By the way, I heard about those bandits. Your first assignment is to take them out, right? That's fairly routine for you by now, but don't forget it's the first real taste of battle for those brats. It'll be tougher to sleep at night if you let one of your little pupils die. So stay vigilant and lead them well. I wish I could offer you my support, but Lady Rhea won't allow it. For now, I'll try to figure out what she wants from you. I don't mind you settling into your life here, but don't let your guard down, ever.
Understood. Alright. Sunday. And now we move on to someone's birthday. Annette.
Thank you.
Yes, I will indeed spend 300 gold on flowers. Alright, the monastery holds events with various effects, such of those which increase the benefits of the share meal activity for certain characters. These events will appear on the calendar. Select Explorer on your day off to participate. Alright, we can now travel to a new area. The Abyss. Sweet. Alright, share a meal. There are lots of large fish abound, and we can share bites. Schedule details. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and select Explore, I guess. Oh wait, can we? We can already go ahead and save right here. And I think that will be that for today. We've gotten like just over 3 hours of game, so we were making pretty good progress for the first ever stream. And I'm so glad that this has been a full-on success for both channels. We've got some people participating in our journey from both sides. A little bit of speak here and there, and I appreciate you guys showing your support. Really, I do thank you. But for now, I'm getting pretty tired, so I think I'm gonna call for now. Tune in next time when we're going to fully utilize our full time for an entire month before facing off against bandits and such. And hopefully there'll be a bit more action rather than tutorials. So I'm really looking forward to that. As of the dates, I'm starting to pick up more shifts at work now that the slow season is over, so unfortunately I think that means less Thursday night streams, which, you know, kind of blows, but hey, life is what it is. Hopefully I can continue to, you know, just keep streaming on Tuesdays, you know, just have that be a staple week by week. But either way, I will update you guys on any schedule changes and whatnot. So just be sure to keep an eye out on the tag links in the descriptions of either the description of this stream on YouTube or any of my tags on my Kick page, or, you know, Kick main channel page, or whatever it's called. Yeah. I'm gonna call it here for tonight, and hopefully I will see you guys here next time. This is SMK8 signing out. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining. Bye.